Hello and welcome to Rain and Rail Enthusiast and a continuation of our journey across the top 10 least used stations in Oxfordshire. To find out where we are today, here's John with the railway map. In this episode I'm on the Cherwell Valley line, which runs from Didcot Parkway on the Great Western Main Line all the way through to Banbury. And today I'm at Tackley. Tackley was opened as a halt in 1931, quite late on the history of the line. This was in response to competition from local bus services, and previous to this, the nearest station would have been at Woodstock Road, some 1.5 miles away to the south. It was this station which provided local tradesmen and farmers with goods provisions, right up to the 1960s. As with most halts, 2 platforms with basic shelters were provided, and as I said, no goods provision was here. Until recently, crossing the line was done using a level crossing. However, a series of serious incidents, including one fatality, meant that the crossing was closed in 2020 and a temporary footbridge erected on the platform. However, this could have been done as early as 2001, had planning permission for a footbridge not been turned down. A subway proposal was also turned down in 2002, which meant that the high-speed services starting on the line would have to slow at Tackley. Unfortunately though, this would not prevent the incidents and subsequent fatality on the crossing. On a lighter note, students from the Tackley Primary School have created 4 lovely mosaics on the up platform, which we will see in a moment. So let's start at the station tour at this temporary footbridge. And here is a look at that temporary bridge structure at Tackley. Let's hope that this gets a more permanent structure very soon. But at least it's a safer way of getting across the railway. As you can see in the distance, crossover lines. Zoom in a little bit on that. And generally a very good view down here for the enthusiast. Okay, after exiting the bridge, walking along the platform, 2, that is, you'll come across these very fine mosaics which have been done by local schools, which brighten up the station a little bit. Very, very nice indeed. I'll get another shot of them from over on platform 1 because I think you'll probably see them a little bit better from over there. Moving further along, some information posters, Tackley sign, the dot matrix display, a fairly modern waiting shelter with a bench, a bike rack and a help point. There is also a regular bin and a recycle bin. Welcome to Tackley sign. And unfortunately there's no leaflets in there, but there is a guide to the Oxford Canal walkways. And access to those can be made by walking down this walkway. And once you go through those gates, you'll see a sign here, which will take you to the Oxford Canal Walk. Kirklington or Oxford. Underneath, it says Village Centre, Oxford and Banbury. However, you'd have to go along the platform 2 now and over the bridge in order to access that, as they have removed the level crossing for safety reasons. And as you can see, level crossing closed and a footbridge open for your safety. Unfortunately, there have been some fatalities on the line, and I hope they do get a proper structure up soon, but the temporary one is obviously very welcome. You can just see the old tarmac for it there, especially across the way there, and the new rails that have been put in to facilitate the lack of level crossing now. There's also some very faded signage here. This one here is for high-speed trains. I don't think you really can see that. And a notice telling you that this station is a non-smoking station including e-cigarettes. Of note, there still is a phone here, which would have been used to have, if you wanted to go across the crossing with a long load. Obviously this is now out of use. And here on platform 1 you can see the signage saying the level crossing is closed, and there's access to platform 2, and the bridleway is on that footbridge at the end of this platform. A little bit further along, a couple of bike racks, signage for Tackley Station, 2 bins, one for general waste and one for mixed recyclables, and a fairly good look down the line, and then a slight slope down to a very, very small covered waiting shelter. I think if it was blowing a gale, I don't think you'd be protected too much with that. There is, however, a help point at this point. There is some old station signage here with the First Great Western logo on. Let's go through the gate and see what's down at technically the front end of this station. You've got some information boards. One's a GWR network accessibility map, and the other one is, of course, the Onward Travel information board. There's also another board with safety notices on, and a platform designation board telling you which platform goes to which places. That's where the level crossing used to be. There is also an access point information board just behind there. See if I can get a picture of that. There we go. They're always quite interesting to have a look at. I have a feeling this one may be taken away because I think it's all about the level crossing, but I wouldn't be too sure of that. If you know, let me know in the comments. Just up from the information boards, actually, on platform 1 is a Thames Line plaque dating to 1993 with a Network South East logo there, and also a more recent one about the completion of work to improve facilities at Tackley Station, which has the First Great Western logo on it. Another nice feature here is that there are some what looks like perhaps not original lamps, but they're certainly lamps of some vintage, and it's always nice to see original features still being kept on what is now a very modern station platform. Directly opposite, some local transport information. Haven't really seen that before on a station. It's quite good. Planned timetable changes, another guide to the Oxford canals, which hasn't got any leaflets unfortunately, and some general information boards before you go out into the end of this lane. And that's just about it really from Tackley, a nice compact station. Passenger services at time of filming are provided by Class 165 diesel multiple units. The statistics for Tackley are that it opened in 1931. It currently at time of filming only has one train every 2 hours in each direction, with a limited service on a Sunday and no Sunday service during winter months. And the entry and exit figures for 2021-2022 were 14,574. Tackley is a very rural station with 2 very new platforms. There's obviously good walks to have in the area and a very good place to visit if you get the time. Train services are however limited, so make sure you check National Rail services. For the enthusiast, there is excellent sightlines going in both directions, enabling good photography and videography. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and if you can, get out there, get on the railway and see where it takes you. Thanks very much for watching.